All right, welcome to Math in Minutes. We discussed money today, and we discussed dividing money evenly. So it's more so putting it into groups versus division. So one of the things that obviously we had to discuss was money and how money is written. So we definitely have our dollar signs, and we have our decimal places. We have our dollars in front or to the left of our decimal, and we have our cents to the right of our decimal. This is our tenths place. This is our hundredths place. All right, so we talked about how money is divided, or how money is written, and then we talked about dividing it. So one of our exit ticket for the day was Marcus had $3.60, and he had to split that amongst him and his two friends. So basically we had Marcus, we had friend number 1, and we had friend number 2. What the children had to do is they had to evenly break apart this money. So we tell them to start with the greater amount or the dollar amount. So I have $3. And how can I split $3 evenly? Well, that is actually pretty simple. So it would be $1 here, $1 here, and $1 here. And that takes care of our dollars. We now have remaining 60 cents, and we need to split that up evenly. So we talked to the kids about being able to break this money into different denominations. So I could do 2 quarters and 2 nickels. I could do 6 dimes. I could do 12 nickels. I could do 60 pennies. So we talked about different ways that we could break apart our change, and then ways that we could break it up into the groups. Now this one would not be good for us because there are 3 groups. So 2 quarters, we can't split that evenly amongst 3 groups. So this one I would take out of. Now I'm going to go to the one that has the next least amount, which would be 6 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so Marcus, friend 1, friend 2, Marcus, friend 1, friend 2. So after doing this, I can see that I have 2 dimes in Marcus, so that's 20 cents. I have 2 dimes in friend 1, that's 20 cents. And I have 2 dimes in friend 2, that's 20 cents. So for each kid, they would get $1.20 if they were to divide that evenly. So what I want the kids to work on, one, is to make sure that they understand how the money denominations work. That a dollar is obviously worth $1, is our dollars. Some students had some difficulty with being able to identify the money and show how much the money is worth. A $50 or a 50-cent piece is worth 50 cents. A quarter is worth 25 cents. And most of the students were pretty familiar with a quarter, so that wasn't too hard. A dime is worth 10 cents. That is the smallest silver piece. A nickel is worth 5 cents. And a penny is worth 1 cent. So what I want the students to do is basically take a certain amount and break it up into other amounts. For example, if I have $1, I could break $1 into 2 half dollars. I could break it up into 4 quarters. I could break it up into 10 dimes, 20 nickels, and 100 pennies. This gives the students an understanding of how money can be broken up into different ways but still have the same amount of value. Although 4 quarters is harder to carry, it still has the same equivalent value as $1. So let's have the students work on 2 denominations. I want them to break up 50 cents. And I want them to break up 70 cents. So have the kids break up these 2 amounts into different denominations. So, and it could be mixed denominations. So for example, these are all the same, but I could also have 5 dimes and 10 nickels and still have $1's worth of money. So it can be broken up in it, but I want 3 different ways to build 50 cents. 3 different ways to build 70 cents. Now we're going to work on a practice. So these are the 2 things I want for practice to understand that money can look differently and still equal the same amount. Now let's work on the problem. So Sam has $4.20 in his piggy bank. Mark has $2.50 in his piggy bank. If they split the split the money evenly, how much would each boy have? All right, so this is the problem to work on for the homework. I will try to upload some lessons, but definitely learning and understanding how money works, the denominations, and how $4.20, yes, looks like 4 bills and 2 dimes, but it could also look like 1 bill, 12 quarters, and 4 nickels. They still have the same value, so we need to break this apart. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope this video helps.